Here now with more reaction is Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North. Colonel North, President making very clear tonight what this is about. This is about a precision strikes to send a message and a deterrent to stop the use of chemical weapons as the brutality and the evil, and to use the president's own words here when he talked, frankly, passionately tonight about all this, that it is barbarism and brutality on display that we have been witness with men, women, and children.
Sean, last night on your show, I laid out the target list. It looks like I guessed right. I certainly haven't talked to anybody in the administration, but I said if there's going to be an attack that's going to deter the further use of chemical weapons by the Syrians, it had to be something more than a one-off like last April. And it clearly looks like that's what the case is going to be in this. It's got to hit economic targets. It's got to take out the command and control nodes in Damascus. It's got to first take out, as they did, the surface-to-air missile defenses, which the Russians put in. And just further to the comment that Ed just made, look, when Ronald Reagan, 32 years ago, did the same thing to Muammar Gaddafi with strikes out of Great Britain and off the Navy carriers, he didn't go to Congress and beg for permission. He just did it, and then went to Congress and said, here's why I did it. And I hope that's what the president does tomorrow after the dust settles a little bit, and if necessary, continues to strike at those targets that are going to make sure that this Assad regime cannot do this again. That means going after the seaports. That means going after cratering all those runways and the command and control. And I'll tell you, if the Russians persist in this effort to deny us the use of our intelligence and surveillance assets, meaning the so-called drones and satellites, we've got the capacity in our military to shut the communications down for the Assad regime and the Russian and Iranian patrons, so they'll have to communicate with carrier pigeons. If that's what they want, they're going to keep trying to interfere with our intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance.